Hi, this is Donald, and this is a video demonstration of how to download abstracts from Cvent and then import them into Access, where you can have them and look at them and play with them and work with them. The first thing I want to discuss before I go into exactly how you download them and import them is to talk about the naming protocol for a minute, because what you're going to do when you download the file is you need to save it as an Excel file, and we'll go through how to do that. But when you save it as an Excel file, here is the naming protocol. You're going to give it the name of a date, but it's going to be the year followed by a space, followed by the month, followed by a space, followed by the day. And the way that that works is like this. Let's say I'm downloading on July 2nd. So the year is 2014, the month is July, and the day is 02. Now, because the month is a single digit, just 7, I add a 0 so that it's 2 digits. Because the day is a single digit, I add a 0 so that it's 2 digits. So for instance, let's say I'm downloading for August 15th, then I would say 2014 and 08, but 15, and I wouldn't put a 0 here because 15 is already 2 digits. So if I were downloading on Christmas Day, I would say 2014 12/25 with no zeros. So I'm doing this on April 6th, so I'm going to go 2014 04/06. That way the month is 2 digits long and the day is 2 digits long. So that's the naming protocol. Pretty simple stuff. So the first thing to do is we want to log into Cvent to download the abstracts. And every time you download the abstracts, you're going to download all of them. The importer knows only to import the ones it doesn't already have. So right now, when you log into Cvent, ordinarily you're right on the Events tab, and there's the 10th National Conference, but that's not where we're going. We're going to click on Surveys, and we're going to go to the 10th National HRC Conference Abstract Submission link. That's where the abstracts are for this event. They are not in Events, they are under Surveys, and under 10th National HRC Conference, blah, 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 Abstract Submission. Okay, so I click on that, and I actually get a handy little window here that shows me how many abstracts have already been submitted. I see 12 have been submitted, and right here. None in Español. Ningún en Español. Now I click on Reports next. And under Reports, I go to Answer Details for all respondents. See how there's Answer Details by respondent? I don't want that. I want Answer Details for all respondents. And I also don't want Expanded Answer Detail for all respondents. I just want plain Answer Details for all respondents. So it's the one in the middle there, right? I click on it, and then you can check off complete responses and partial responses. I want both complete and partial responses. The dates will automatically always, be from the start through today, so don't worry about that. Leave the dates the way they are. I'm going to click on the main checkbox next to the word questions here. By doing that, I check off all the questions. I want the information in all of them. See if I uncheck it, how that unchecks all of them. So I click on the main question so that I can check all of them. All of this other information here, I leave exactly the way it is. Don't change this. If you change this, it's going to mess up how the process works. So then I just go down to where it says Run Report. And it's going to say, your report is being processed. I wait for it to stop saying that. Then I can scroll down to the very bottom of the screen and pick Export to CSV. So that's what I'm going to do. And it says, what do you want me to do with it? And I want to save the file. Just save it. It's going to say something like Notepad or whatever, but just save it. And you see how it's got this incredibly long and complicated name? That's OK. Just click OK. So now I want to go to my downloads directory where I downloaded it to, which I can do in this browser. I can do it right from the browser window. We'll figure out how to configure that with HRC. From here, I can do it right from here. And I open that file. And now my system is already configured that if it's a CSV file, I'm going to open it with Excel. So I open it as Excel, and then I say I want to save it as Excel. So I go to File, and I pick Save As. And then I get this Save As window. And I go down here to where it says Save As Type. And I click on the drop list and I pick Microsoft Excel 97. Now this is where I use the naming protocol. And I say 2014-04-06 because it's April 6th. And I say Save. Now, I already have one like that, but okay, so now it's saved as Excel. You see it says 2014-04-06 XLS. Now, here's the reason we use that naming protocol. Oh, by the way, now I can scroll back up to the top and log out of Cvent because I'm done. I can log out of Cvent, close my browser. Now, here's why we use that naming protocol, because Access knows Access is going to be told, always look in this directory for the file and look for a file which has this name. And it's going to say, well, what's today? Today's April 6th, and I'm going to look for a file that's called 2014-04-06. That's how Access knows what to do. The day you download the abstracts is also the day you import them. If you always do that, Access, once we get it set up right on your system, Access will always know where to look. So I'm going to double click on my abstract downloader. I'm going to open it up. And before I import the new abstracts, I want to take a look at the abstracts that are already there. Okay, so this is my abstract window. You see where this is the title here, and this is the body of the abstract here, and this is information about the man from Nepal who submitted this abstract. And here's information on his co-presenters. And if I look way down here, I can see there are 4 abstracts already in the system. I can scroll through them. Okay, here's a different one with a different name. Here's number 4 from a guy named Ken Anderson. And so I'm done looking at abstracts for now, and we know there are 4 of them, right? I want you to see that so that you can see when the new ones are imported what it looks like. So now I click on Import New. And if I've used the proper naming protocol, I don't have to enter anything else. I just click Import. It's already saving the path where they're stored, and it knows to look for something with today's name. If I want to name the file this, I can, and then it'll look for something called that. But if it's April 6th, and I've saved a file called 2014-04-06, it knows that's what it's looking for. I click Import, and it's already done. You see how it filled in the name there, by the way? It's already done. Bingo. So now if I go to View Abstracts, I see now there are 12 of them. And if I scroll forward, okay, you see how this one is the evaluative study of Hep C, blah, 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 appended on 4/6/2014, and so on and so forth. I can scroll through all of these, and they're all appended on that date. If I want to see the ones that I imported today, just today, I can go to this Appended On box, right-click on it, and say Filter for 4/6/2014. And now those are the only abstracts I see. Remember there were 4 before, and then after the import there were 12? Well, now I see there are 8. So these are the ones I imported today. And here's a blank. Okay. Oh, Brian Fuss. He submitted an abstract with no information. That's interesting. Anyway, here's some more abstracts. Okay. So that's the demonstration.